So now we will learn about what is DDL and DML. So first DDL, data definition language. Okay, specification notation for defining the database schema. Okay, suppose you want to create a table, so that's a DDL command. Okay, like id and char file name, name character 5, name varchar 20 length, name department name also 20 length, salary is numeric 8 comma 2. Now that's 8 is integer, 2 is decimal point. We will discuss in later. DDL compiler generate a set of table templates stored in the data dictionary. So that's a main topic, data dictionary. Um, we will cover later in depth, so stay tuned. Data dictionary contains, okay, metadata, data about data, okay, database schema, and in schema there is integrity constraint like their primary key. And now in that database, who is authorization, like who can access is, like admin can access all these things but employee can't access admin page. Okay, so that's are called authorization. These all things are kept in the data dictionary. Okay, we will talk more, discuss in the later session. So now come to the DML, data manipulation language. Okay, so language for accessing and manipulating the data organized in by the appropriate data model. Okay, DML also known as query language. Like if you want to insert, delete, update, these all come into DML language. Okay, so two classes of language: pure, used for providing properties about computational power and for optimization; relational algebra. Okay. Mm, two classes of language: pure and commercial. In pure, for providing properties but computational power and for optimization. In commercial, used in commercial system, SQL is the most widely used commercial language. But in pure relational algebra, we focus tuple relation calculation, domain relation. These three are classes of language we will all study in later session. This is the introductory part in which I am telling you what you have to study, what you have not to study, the whole agenda of database and what we are done in the full course. So now talk about SQL, the most widely used commercial language. Okay, we will more focus on this SQL. Okay, SQL is not a Turing equivalent language. Okay, and now Turing is a basic of computer. Okay, if a Turing can do anything, then our computer can do anything. But if Turing can't do a specific thing, then our computer can't do that thing. Okay, so Turing is the basic model of our computer system. So that's a power of thinking, if else for loop. Okay, so that's called our computer and Turing machine. But SQL is a only query language. It's not have ability to think. Okay, so it's not a Turing machine. So it's not a Turing machine. Okay, cannot be used to solve problems that a C program, for example, we can solve. Okay, to be able to compute complex function, SQL is, suppose you want to do a heavy work and you are using SQL database. So what you will do, you will embed your SQL language. Like we can embed our SQL with any higher language like C, C++, Java for our work to be done. Like application program generally access database through one of the language extension to allow embedded SQL. Okay, application program meant OTPC, JDBC. You ever heard about in Java JDBC? It will allow you to perform the operation in via Java language. Okay, so that's all about SQL. Now come to the database design. So the process of designing the general structure of the database. Okay, logical design. the process of designing the general structure of a database. So one is logical, another is physical. Deciding on the database schema. Database design requires that we find a good collection of relation schema. Business decision. What attributes should we record in the database? Computer science decision. What relation schema should we have? How should we attribute among the various schema? Suppose uh, business decision means like we have declared a ID. So ID is in type, suppose, okay, and our name is type of string, okay. So we have to decide these things. So this come into business decision. Now computer science decision means what relation schema should we have and how the attribute distribute among the various relation schemas. Like we have a student and instructor relation, not relation table, suppose say. Now instructor and student has a relation of teaching, okay. Instructor teaches a student, okay. So that's a computer science decision. That's what these three lines are saying, okay. Now come to the physical design. Deciding on the physical layout of the database, okay. I have told you earlier, like in our hard disk how memory is allocated to the database. That's all about physical design. So that's all about database design. So is there any problem with the relation? ID, name, salary, department name, building, budget? Okay, so that's all about the above one relation, how RDBMS looks like. Now what is design approaches, okay. Why we design? Need to come up with a methodology to ensure that each of the relationship in the database is good, okay. Two ways of doing so. One is entity relationship model, okay. Models and enterprise is a collection of entities and relationship. One entity is a table, and relationship means instructor teaches student, teaches is a relationship, okay, represented diagrammatically by an ER diagram, okay. Normalization theory, okay. So we can design our database like ER and normalization. We will talk in later. A whole chapter is made on entity and normalization, so stay tuned. Formalize what design a paired test for them. Now object relation data model. So relational model of flat atomic value. Atomic means single values, okay. Single value means name is a name, single name, and the first name, okay. Object relation data model. Extend the relational data model by including object orientation and construct to deal with added data types, okay. Allow attributes of tuples to have complex type including non-atomic values such as nested relation like name. Name has a first name, middle name and last name. So we have to kept in three different columns or fields to manage this, not in the one field. It's a complex attribute, okay. Preserve relational foundation, in particular the declarative access to data while extending modeling power, okay. Provide upward compatibility with existing relational language. So I think you understand this is easygoing English. Now this is whole about the object relational model and our design approaches. What is design? How we have designed the database? How we design the database like physical and so